free COD points, ain't got money. Stop using Razorback. Listen here, buddy. There's a link in the description. I want you to tap. Click that, earn points, download the app. Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Goblin. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. And this video is a highly requested episode of my How to Make Guns Overpowered series. I know I uploaded another one of this yesterday on a different gun. Obviously, yesterday was talking about the Razorback, but today I thought I'd bring it out for the assault rifle XR2 because everyone seems to love this series, and I want to get it finished before the Infinite Warfare beta. And I still have maybe 5 guns to do that I want to do. You know, I'm covering all the guns that I think actually have potential to be made overpowered or to have a very strong class setup, and the XR2 is definitely one that is going to be a very interesting topic and one that I'm pretty excited to do. So today's video, our goal is going to be 3,000 likes once again. If we could smash that up, that would be absolutely awesome. I think last video right now is sitting at 2,500 likes, so you guys almost hit the goal. 3,000 likes. If everyone who's listening right now drops a like, we can hit that quite easily. Also subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and let's talk about the XR2. So now what the XR2 is it is a burst rifle. It is sort of similar to the M8A7, and a lot of times these two guns get compared. The thing is, the M8 is a 4-round burst rifle and the XR2 is a 3-round burst rifle, but on the M8 you have to tap it every time to fire a new burst, and on the XR2 you can basically just hold it down and it will fire bursts automatically. Those are the differences between the two. And honestly, I prefer the M8 over the XR2. I think the M8 is probably the most overpowered gun in the game, but the XR2 is still good. And like I talked about a lot in my last video, it's all about personal preference. I know there's a bunch of you guys in the comment section down below that probably do prefer the XR2, and the XR2 still can be a very, very overpowered gun if you get this right class setup with it. And I worked hard. You know, you guys won't believe how long I've probably been testing this gun out for 5 days or a week, trying out different class setups. I've tried out rapid fire, I've tried out high caliber, long barrel, quick draw. I've tried out so many different combinations with this gun, and I think what I found right here is actually the perfect combination. And it is kind of weird. I never really thought about this, but as soon as I tried it out, it started to work out. And I'll throw the class setup up on the screen and let's talk about it right here. So with the XR2, I run 2 attachments similar to on my M8 class setup. This class setup is very similar to my M8 optic formal class with a few slight changes because obviously you are running the XR2 here instead of the M8. And what I run is instead of, or basically that's different from the M8A7, is I run 2 attachments, and I run stock as well as the grip or the foregrip. And that's something that I would have never anticipated using. You know, usually most of the guns in Black Ops 3 don't have much recoil, and grip isn't really needed, and it's not needed on the XR2. However, the thing with the XR2 is because it only shoots 3 bullets out of each burst, it's very, very hard to get a 1 burst kill. Pretty much the only way you're going to get a 1 burst kill is if you hit them up on the shoulders or the head or really up high. That's the only way you're going to get a 1 burst kill. With the M8A7, if you hit all 4 bullets, you're going to get a 1 burst kill. With the XR2, I think like 1 out of those 3 bullets needs to hit the head, or if the enemy is a tad bit weak, that's when the XR2 comes in. If the enemies are a little bit weak, you can come in and just burst them down instantly. And the XR2 is really a gun that if you want to get those 1 burst or those reliable kills, you need to have good accuracy, and that's why I tend to run grip on this thing. All the other attachments, even having long barrel, increases the damage, but it's just not good enough to get those 1 burst kills. And having grip just keeps your aim steady. You can hit them in the head, you can hit them up high in the chest, and you can do a ton of damage with this gun. And even because most of the time it's going to take you 2 bursts to get kills, the grip helps you stay on target. You just hold the button down, hold down the right trigger, and it's going to do 2 bursts, easy kill. That's what I love about the XR2. Now, as far as the rest of the class setup, it is very similar to my M8A7. I run as far as the secondary in RK5 secondary. I just find with these burst assault rifles, they're not the best at close range, and you need something that has a little bit better of a close range gunfight. You know, a gun like the M8 or the XR2, the hip fire is pretty trash on it, and that's why I find that with fast hands, I can just swap out to that RK5 and just aim down sights or just hip fire a guy. The RK5 surprisingly has very good hip fire. That's why I run this as the secondary. Now, as far as my perks, pretty standard. I run Afterburner, Flak Jacket, basically because you're not going to be running out of ammo too often with this gun. If you are running out of ammo, you have a secondary that's very reliable. You can pick up guns. Usually what I do is whenever I get a chance, I just pick up a gun, and that's what you know, keeps me in the game, keeps me from running out of ammo. By the way, this gameplay is 92 kills, I think, and I do get a lot of deaths, but I end up getting 92 kills, and most of them are gun kills. I don't really capitalize on my streaks. If I did, this would have been easy 100 plus. But the thing that makes this gameplay really entertaining is the comeback. I think we come back from like 60 points down or 50 points down at the end, and it is very, very exciting. So I like that about this gameplay. But yeah, first perks, Afterburner and Flak Jacket. Burst weapons are one where you can jump and just burst kids over a wall. That's where I like Afterburner. As far as my second perk, just fast hands. You're going to need to aim down sights, especially since I don't have quick draw. I need something to help me get this gun up fast. Like I said, like I talked about before, guns like that are kind of low-key, like the XR2, they don't really get nerfed. I don't think the XR2 has ever been nerfed in Black Ops 3. If it has, it was just a slight nerf. And that's what makes it very good, is because you really don't have to worry about the nerfed speeds to reload, the nerfed speeds to aim down sights or stuff like that. Because there is none, and that's why you can, you can forfeit quick draw for grit, and then I run fast hands, and my third perk is going to be blast suppressor, because I'm jumping so much with this gun. It's not really like the XR2 is not one where I don't really stand still and hold a sight with this one. I tend to move around a little bit more and use this gun. I tend to be very aerial with this gun. I tend to jump around, hit shots, rush a little bit more with this thing because it's a bit more reliable at medium ranges or a bit closer up because of how you can hold down the trigger. You don't really have to worry about tapping the trigger. You can hold that thing down, and with the grip, it does remain very steady. Now, back to what I was talking about before. M8A7 versus the XR2. In my personal opinion, the M8A7 is better in every single way. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys, but I know it is all up to personal preference, and obviously you don't want to use the M8A7 every single game. If you're just using the M8 and the VMP, the best guns every single game, the game wouldn't be that much fun, and it's kind of, it's a lot of fun, at least for me, to use all these different class setups, challenge myself. But when I challenge myself with a gun, I don't want to challenge myself with the class setup as well. I want to use a different gun, but I want to have the most effective class setup, and that's basically the whole premise behind this overpowered class setup thing. It's to take, well, I have it for the best guns, but also for like average guns or a bit above average guns. I'd say the XR2 is probably a bit above average as a gun in Black Ops 3. Take those guns and customize the class setup to make the class perfect and make it overpowered. And that's basically the whole idea behind this thing. Now, in what situations is the XR2 better than the M8A7? Probably at a bit closer range because it's more of a steady 2-burst kill. I'd say, it's more steady. You could hold the thing down. It fires a little bit faster than the M8A7 because it only has to fire 2 bursts out. Basically, anytime you're getting a 2-burst kill, the XR2 is going to be the better choice because it shoots the burst faster, there's less bullets per burst, and you can hold the button down. But as far as a 1-burst kill, the M8A7 absolutely kills the XR2. You have way more potential to get a 1-burst kill in the M8A7 because it shoots 1 extra bullet in every single clip. Now, the other thing that's a disadvantage about that is you're going to run out of ammo quicker with the M8 because your burst, you're shooting 1 extra bullet. However, with the XR2, you are going to be holding that down, so you are going to run out of ammo fast as well, but that's more because you're shooting off more bullets, which is kind of good. As far as the reload time, both of them are very standard reloads. I'd say the XR2 has a bit faster reload, XR2 is a bit better to move around with, but as far as the high damage 1 burst, the M8 is still going to be much better, but as far as those consistent 2 bursts, XR2 does do a great job at medium range, getting those consistent 2 bursts, and that's where I would say this gun fits in. Now, as far as in Black Ops 3, where would I rank the XR2 as an assault rifle? I'd say it's just at that line of, a little bit above average. It's similar to something like the ICR or something like maybe, a KN44. It's something that if you get good with this gun, it can be very reliable for you, and you guys can see I melted people in this gameplay. Sometimes it's, a 2-burst kill, and sometimes if they're a tad bit weak, it's absolutely melting them, and there's nothing that feels, honestly, nothing feels better than getting a 1-burst kill in Call of Duty. That's been one of my favorite things ever since, like, COD 4, M16 1-bursting, and Modern Warfare 2, FAMAS, and M16 1-burst. It's been a traditional thing in Call of Duty, and sometimes even the pistol, the RK5 pistol, can literally get 1-burst kills at close range, which is kind of ridiculous. You'll see a lot of pro players or people that play competitive complain about the RK5, because you can literally 1-burst people with the hip fire or with aiming down sight up close, and that thing is a tad bit overpowered. I would definitely agree with that. RK5, you'll see me, like, honestly, on all my class ups, except with snipers. Like, with my snipers, I've been running the LCAR, but usually on every single normal gun, I run the RK5 secondary. It just does wonders for me. Now, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, talking a bit about the XR2. Like I said, in my opinion, the M8 is still better, but in certain situations, of course, every gun has its strengths and weaknesses, and that's what makes Call of Duty such a great game. And this, if you play this class up to the strengths of the XR2, jumping around, staying mobile while staying at a medium range distance and aiming, consistently with that grip, you're going to have a lot of fun with this gun. You're going to be able to get streaks and get a lot of kills. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys can, drop a like on this thing. 3,000 likes is the goal. Also, be sure to subscribe for a cookie and don't looky. And I'll leave you guys for the rest of this gameplay. You guys can watch the, the comeback in this gameplay. I think it's absolutely crazy, the comeback. And I end up with 92 kills. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for a cookie and don't looky. And I'm out. Peace. Have a great night, guys.